Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Nobodies Podcast.
My fun fact for you this week is that the very first English book ever written was written in Bruges by a man called William Caxton in 1473, and it was called the Recueil of la Histoire of Troy.
We're fucking back, baby. Back in the studio. Been up to much?
Yeah, so I have been, in the last week, I went to Bruges. To Bruges, yes.
In Bruges?
Yeah, I was in Bruges, and that was quite a nice little day trip. Nad just said to me, should we go? And
Fuck it, baby. We'll just drive fucking 4 hours to Bruges for half a day. Yeah, fine. Drive.
Yeah, but I mean, so Nad's used to driving quite far anyway, because she always has. She's loved the ability to drive since she passed. So
yeah,
she's always.
She keeps driving, but you keep chasing.
Okay.
That doesn't matter how fast you drive.
Sure, mate.
You won't fuck off.
Yeah. Starting early this week, you bellend. So I just thought, why not? She asked, should we do it? And I thought, I could say no, but obviously, again, circling back to what I was saying before you really interrupted with your nonsense, is that with the job that I do now, obviously I drive quite far, so a 5-hour car journey to me now is
child's play.
Right, it's pretty much nothing. Like I wouldn't want to say that and sort of make anyone feel bad or whatever, but yeah, like it's no skin off my nose.
It's like a walk in the park.
Yeah, can we think of any other analogies? No skin off my nose.
It's a quick slip, quick flick of the wrist.
Yeah, that's another one. At the end of the day, it's night. At the end of the week, it's the weekend. And all them ones. It's not one of them. It's one of those. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
So we did that, and she pitched it to me, and I said because I didn't want to be
like a fucking board meeting. Did you walk into the front room with some placards? But
I don't even go there.
Sit down, Dave. I've got a pitch for you.
Should I put it on Should I put the itinerary that she set for me on the stories on Instagram later? Yeah. I had a whole get up at 4:15, do this, do that, have a shit, brush your teeth. I had the whole thing written down, bless her. But she's organised, and that's just the way.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that, mate. We're yin and yang. That's the way it's always been. She's the organised one. I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm unorganised, but she is definitely the most organised.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we go and we do that. We get in the car. We go to Bruges. We're there for 6 hours, but because. What are you laughing for?
Just to say you've driven like before. Because I saw Nad the day before you went. Because she was dropping the kids off. And I said to her, how long's the drive? She's like, it's 4 hours. We're there. And I was like, so what time are you leaving? And like, I don't know, 5, whatever time she said you were leaving. And I was like, what time have you got to leave Bruges to come home for? So she was like, we'll get there about 10, so you're going to be there for 6 hours.
Yeah, basically. I
it's not even a shift at work.
No, yeah. But ideally, you don't realise how long like 8 hours is, or 6 hours or something like that, until you're doing nothing.
Well, I was going to say 6 hours isn't as long as 8 hours, because you was only there for 6 hours.
I know, but you said, well, and as long as the shift at work, is it? A shift at work is 8 hours. But
do I need to explain to you again the construct of time and how it works? I had to do a couple of weeks ago. Do you remember that?
I mean, you are like Stephen Hawking.
I'm not cutting that out.
It doesn't matter who's dead. The wheels have come off that long ago.
The wheels have come off. While he's on the island watching...
He's dead now. You cannot do anything. Not that he could anyway. So when you're doing nothing, 6 hours is I say nothing. Obviously, we're walking around the city, but it's a long time. You're not, work tends to, because you switch off, you compartmentalise, don't you? I mean, no one, I don't give a fuck what you say, whoever you are, but you don't enjoy work. Don't tell me you enjoy work. You don't. You go to work because you live
to earn that paper, brother.
You need to earn the money to live. That is it. I don't give a shit if it's something you used to like, or it was a hobby that you've turned into work. Work is work.
What's the saying? Do something you love, and you'll never work a day in your life. Fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off, mate.
Fuck off. Just give me the money, so I haven't got to do either. and I'll be happy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, that's coming soon because AI is going to take all our jobs anyway. But anyway,
taking our jobs.
I'm not getting in a naked pile with you. Whatever happens.
What with Randy?
Yeah.
Our jobs.
Yeah. So we walked round. We went to the chocolate shops.
Did you go to the chocolate factory? Was it that kind of? Was it that kind of day trip?
It was. Yeah.
Not a dirty weekend, a dirty day down the chocolate factory.
Yeah, we did. We met a bloke who packs the fudge.
Packs the fudge, did he?
Yeah.
Well, did he pack your fudge?
I didn't ask him what his job title was. You could probably guess. But it's quite a lefty city, to be fair. Anyway, we didn't go to the Torture Museum this time.
Torture Museum?
Yeah, there's a Torture Museum there, right next to the Waffle House, which is called House of Waffles, which is great. Anyone's going...
How original?
So, yeah, no, okay, not very original, but if you go to Bruges...
The Waffle Housen?
The Waffle House! No, their first language is Flemish. Their second language is French, because I asked the guy in the restaurant, because I was curious, because they're landlocked.
You're such an old man.
What
language do you speak? What's your first language?
I asked for it in order, actually.
What did you say? What would you prefer, sir? Flemish or French?
So what is your language?
I can't speak either, but what would you prefer?
Well, I can speak a little bit of French.
Getting swear words off of fucking Google Translate does not count as being able to speak a little bit of French. You
I can order some coffees if I want.
You're one of those who did it. Por favor, bill please, por favor.
First of all, I wouldn't say por favor because that's fucking Spanish.
But
do I have to explain do I have to explain that there's different nationalities, Josh, on the continent?
But I don't know how to ask for the bill in French.
I was going to say in English.
Well, because in English we just sign it. We don't have to say it because everyone's too embarrassed to say, "Can I have the bill, please? Can I pay for my meal?" I don't actually know what it
is in French, but I think it's ticket.
Ticket.
Yeah, la ticket.
La ticket.
The ticket is in the bill. Finish interrupting now?
I was going to say merci beaucoup.
But
I don't know what that means. Would that be
thank correct? You very much.
There you go.
La ticket, merci beaucoup. The bill, thank you very much.
And what's the one you like? Merde.
Merde, that's shit.
You're fucking talking.
Which is great. When obviously, if you watch The Mask with Jim Carrey, when he freezes.
What, on his new face?
We touched on that last week. When he freezes and he's and then the police show up and he goes merde because he's in the French anyway.
I haven't seen that film since I was like 10. It's a good
film. Fuck me, you agree that it's a good film?
Yeah, I like The Mask. I didn't say it was a bad film. I haven't seen it since I was fucking 10.
Another good film is In Bruges. Because it's got Colin Farrell.
I know it's not, but obviously it's the same actors, but obviously a different film they did recently. The bit where it's the Irish one, and he was like, "I just don't like you anymore."
But you liked me yesterday.
But you liked me yesterday.
I don't know what that is, but I want to watch it.
It's something like, I think it's like, it's like Banshees or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's the only bit I've seen. The rest of the film is probably shit, but that's the only bit that I've seen. I just don't like you anymore. But you liked me yesterday.
Yeah, because you've been sending them to your missus, haven't you? Because they've got different things in it.
The amount of memes I've seen where it's like you're upset the missus and it's like, I just don't like you anymore. But you liked me yesterday.
But I really want to watch that. But going back to Bruges, if you go down this, I don't know.
If you go down to the woods today.
I don't know what the street's called in Bruges.
Mum and Dad are having a shag.
There's blood everywhere because she's on the rag. One way to drag down the nursery rhyme. So next to the Torture Museum is the Waffle House. Now, if you go to Bruges, everyone wants a waffle, and I don't mean waffle as in a chat. I mean waffle as in a waffle. The waffle. But you go to the kiosk, and obviously you're standing up, like it's basically street food. But the Waffle House.
Well, when you go to a counter, you don't kind of like come sliding, do you, on like a little chair? You generally walk. You walk to the kiosk. Or you walk to the counter.
Yeah, well, let me get to my point. So you buy them from these kiosks, and you're just generally standing around, which is fine because you're mooching about the city anyway.
Because it's street food.
However, the Waffle House, you go in, it's like an actual cafe, and obviously you can have savoury ones as well, so you can have like bacon and eggs with them if you want, or you can just have like a full, chocolate ice cream, chocolate this, chocolate that, or vanilla, whatever. But also you can...
But there's different kinds of waffles, aren't there? Sorry to interrupt you again. Because you've got like...
You're not sorry. Don't fucking apologise if you don't mean it.
So you've got like potato waffles, and then you've got like the pastry kind of, like these waffles, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. No, that was all.
Congratulations, Mr. Birdseye.
So,
There's actually two different types anyway. There's a Liège waffle, and there's
what's standard?
Brussels. I think there's two, because they're two different.
We're just going to ignore that Belgian football reference.
Is that what did you say?
Standard. You said.
Oh, very clever. I missed that. That's my bad. No. So the standard waffle is standard Liège, and then
and then you've got a Royal Antwerp.
Royal Antwerp waffle. No, the other waffle is Brussels, and one is
Sprout. Is that where Brussels sprouts come from?
Shut up, you cunt. Probably. They're baby cabbages, aren't they? Brussels sprouts.
I've never looked at it that way, but now that I picture a Brussels sprout in front of my very eyes, yeah, they are kind of, yeah.
I think they are. I'm not sure.
They grow on like of mine. It's about this thick.
Like you.
Yeah. I wish, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
No, I mean,
to be that
mentally. So you've got. So anyway, these are important facts about Bruges. Shut the fuck up. Strap back and listen.
Just Bruges, or any wider facts about the Belgium?
I mean, probably Belgium, because obviously one's Brussels and one's Liège, and they're different cities. They're not even. I mean,
and you got Antwerp.
Bruges is a different city from there.
Got, what's it called? There's one. I think it starts.
Are you just going through your football history? Genk.
That's it. Genk. Yeah. Genk.
With the Native American badge that they probably had to change because it's cultural appropriation.
You look like a Genk. You look like Genk. What I'd imagine a Genk to be. You know, a bit like what's his face from.
Well, we can't say that we're not fucking right-leaning now, can we?
A bit like
we're insulting an entire people or an entire place.
No. I mean the word Genk. Like, it's just a random word, isn't it? Like you.
Well, to us, yeah. I mean, it probably means something in Belgium.
Well, it might do, but if there wasn't a city called Genk and there was just a word called Genk, you're what I would imagine a Genk would look like.
Right.
A bit like Sloth from the Goonies. Right. Hey, you guys.
Right. Okay. And there's a town in Austria. You made yourself laugh, you can't. There's a town in Austria called Egg.
Egg.
That's what you look like.
What, an egg?
Yeah. Smell like one and all. This particular road, next to the Torture Museum, where the Waffle House is.
In between the Waffle House.
When you go to the Waffle House, you can go in because it's a cafe, right? This is important because you can go in. You don't drink coffee,
no,
which is fine. You can get yourself a hot chocolate.
Ooh, I like hot
chocolate. You're in Bruges. You're in Belgium. You would get a Belgian hot chocolate. Why the fuck wouldn't you?
Of course.
So
fuck coffee.
You'd have a chocolate overload because you'd get a chocolate waffle and a hot chocolate, and then you'd feel fucking sick. I know what you're like.
Yeah. When I went to Denmark.
Go on, tell me I'm lying.
Well, no, I would. Yeah. Obviously, when I went to Denmark, so obviously a bit like it doesn't matter where you go in the world, you know, like every city or town.
Another cultural.
We'll come back to Bruges, but as we're talking,
that's right. We'll circle back.
As we're talking about chocolate, so when we got to Denmark, I think they've got a place. I think it's called like Coffee House or something. Is that kind of like I think it's like their Costa or Starbucks or wherever it may be. It's called Coffee House. So I got like a shit cookie from the airport, and it was shit. And then when we were walking around Copenhagen, I went into another one because I needed a piss, and I thought I don't know. I'll be polite. I don't know. I'll buy something. So I bought another. I think I bought a brownie, and that was shit. And then James
probably vegan.
And then James took me to like a proper like Danish like bakery, and I bought this like it was a bit. I suppose it was a bit like a shoe bun, but didn't have cream in it. But it was just so it was kind of like shaped like a Yorkshire pudding, and just kind of like covered inside and out with like. It wasn't like you know if you know like a Peshwari naan where it's got that kind of like the sweet kind of like it's not salt, is it? Not salt, it's not sugar, but it's kind of like a thick
coconut.
Yeah, but it's kind of like sugary, but it's not like sugar granules. Do you know what I mean?
Like powdered sugar.
But a bit more, it was a bit bigger than that. Just similar.
Okay, so sugar,
basically.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah.
And just covered in dark chocolate, and that was nice.
Was it good?
It was good, Jimmy. It was like this fucking big. I think I only ate half it.
That's the thing. Like, yeah, it's you have the same thing again with circling back to Bruges. It's the same thing. The waffles like that. It's like a house brick, mate. And then you get 2 scoops of ice cream. It's well worth the money.
Yeah.
But if you've gone around sort of trying different things, like so for me and Nad obviously went to the. I mean, you're in Belgium, you're going to get fucking Belgian chocolate. Of course you are. So we had a little like tea cake.
You are a foodie.
Yeah.
You live to eat, not eat to live.
Yeah, no, that's incorrect. It's incorrect, isn't it? Really? I mean, fucking hell. Yeah, so we get these tea cakes, and we had one of those each, and they were unbelievable. Like, obviously, you get like Tunnocks ones, which are like basic, but these had like
What's Tunnocks?
Tunnocks tea cakes.
I don't know what Tunnocks is.
Like Tunnocks wafer. What do you mean? You must have seen them in a shop.
Well, it's not something I would buy, so no, I wouldn't be able to picture it.
Right, anyway. They're much better. They're, the biscuit that's inside has been put into chocolate first, and then obviously they put the marshmallow on top, but not only that, they've added vanilla to the marshmallow and then put the chocolate over the top, so they were absolutely banging. But yeah, so if you want to go and sit down and eat a waffle rather than standing and blocking up the fucking streets so no one can walk anywhere, or getting run over by a cyclist, because believe me, they're the same in Belgium as they are in Denmark.
Is it just like European countries? They just love
because they get the right way. Because
they just love their bicycles.
Well, you've got to remember that before America, the country that had the most automobiles was France, right? And that was before they got invaded and the Nazis stole them all, which is why the SS were driving around in Citroens. Not because they liked them particularly, but because they fucking thieved them.
That's because every French car is fucking diabolical.
Well, I mean, sure.
Right,
What?
95% of French cars are shit.
Okay, I mean, that's your opinion. I mean,
It's true, isn't it?
Well, I mean,
who buys a French car? Would you buy a French car?
No, but it depends.
Exactly.
Right, okay, but they have got it. But they have got it right a couple of times.
What are you?
106 Rally, 206 GTI, 205 GTI.
But they're about 35 years old.
Okay,
they're older than us.
Okay, but they have still got it right on occasions. It's been a
back
fucking
in
long
the
time,
80s.
which is why Top Gear took the piss out of them with that whole maniac thing.
Maniac.
But yeah, so the Waffle House, you go in there, you sit.
The Waffle House.
And then down from there is the most photographed place in Bruges, which me and Nad had a picture for years which we took 10 years ago. So we went and took another one, selfie there.
With Speedy Biscuit.
So that was quite nice with Speedy Biscuit, yeah. And
Speedy Biscuit. I can't say what I was going to say.
that was quite nice. And we went up the tower there, which you might have seen the pictures. You wouldn't have gone up. I think you don't like heights, do you?
I got up a fucking tower.
Have you changed in
No,
recent years? I thought you were scared of heights.
I don't like heights, but I mean like being outside. If
we know you're afraid of being outside.
Fuck off, cunt. If I was walking up steps on the outside of a fucking massive tower and there's no guardrail or no kind of fence or anything, then yes, I think a lot of people would be a little bit cautious and a little bit uneasy walking up, steps.
Yeah.
On
I thought you was afraid of heights.
I feel that's probably just a basic instinct for a human, to be honest. I
What
don't want to fall off this massive drop. I won't go up there.
What, like the guy that didn't want to get stuck in a cave and ended up getting stuck in it and dying?
Or John?
Those sort of people, yeah, when they get stuck upside down.
Oh, fucking...
Or the guy that climbed that skyscraper recently.
Oh, the Netflix one?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's a professional climber. He's fucking ripped.
No, why are you making excuses for him? No, you're not meant to do that. It's not natural human behaviour.
No,
if
obviously
you'd
it's
have
not.
fallen off that building,
Yeah,
I'd have gone, serves you right. I wouldn't have felt sorry for you at all. Like, what, you're not supposed... Like, when people do skydives, and it goes wrong, it's like, well, yeah, because you're not meant to fly, cunt. You haven't got wings. What do you want me to say to you? Come on.
You're not meant to fly. But to be fair, have you seen the squirrel suits, I think they're called, where
they glide through stuff.
Yeah, that's fucking cool.
It looks cool, but that just means that when you eventually hit the ground, if you fail, you're going to hit it much faster.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You come to the scene of the accident fucking quick.
But yeah,
I feel it's like a Simpsons episode or American Dad or Family Guy.
Yeah.
I think it's Family Guy, and they, obviously they do it. And one of them, I think another character in it, like an extra kind of character, just giving it all the big, and then just goes fucking whack straight into this fucking cliff, just like splatters into. That was a really. There we go.
There you go. Boom.
just clatters into this rock face.
Yeah. So, Bruges is absolutely beautiful. I can't recommend it enough.
But so many of these European cities, especially like your countries which have got a smaller population, like I said, like Denmark, beautiful city, beautiful country. Sorry, because there's not. Like 80 million people living there, so it's not all massive. It's not completely.
And there's also
built
not other people pretending that shoving more people into a crowded space isn't a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I agree. But like cobbled streets, willow trees everywhere, blossom. You've probably seen the pictures. There was blossom there. Sun was out. It's like they call it like the Venice of the North. So there's like canals everywhere. We didn't do the boat trip this time, but we did the first time.
You only had 6 hours. You couldn't squeeze it all in.
No. But I would recommend
You spent enough time down at the chocolate factory. Packing fudge.
Yeah. With Peter. P-I-E-T-E-R. Peter, yes, yeah. Anyway, so there's that. We went
because what's like the culture like there, like in terms of you walk around here, for example, and you don't want to look at anyone. But like in European cities I've been to, even when it's been to like Mallorca, for example, like I said, European countries just generally seem to be so much more slower. Obviously, it depends. If you're in fucking Milan, for example, or Rome, or fucking Paris, obviously it's a bit different to being, in like a smaller kind of city or a smaller town where like Cornwall is completely different to fucking to Surrey, or Kent.
Well done.
It's
geographically, or
like the way of life. You go to like more built-up areas or more built-up towns, and it's a lot more. You've got hustle and bustle. It's the rat race. It's get out of my fucking way. I've got to get to work. I've got to get the train. Whereas in Cornwall, they're very right, my lover.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a story on that. Obviously, I went to get milk and a newspaper when I was staying with my nan and granddad when I was younger. And
isn't that what your dad did? Never came back.
No, that's not what my dad did. I honestly don't give a fuck what that cunt did. He could be dead for all I care. I went up to the newsagents and, I'm waiting there and they'll get the milk, get the paper. And
personally, funny, he's been there for about half hour having a chat.
Yes, and I think I've told you. So, that's $5.50, my love. Yeah, all right, yeah. So, how's your mum? Well, my brother's nan's sister's mum. Oh, I'm like, fucking get out of my way. My sister's like that now because she lives in Bath.
In Bath?
Yeah. She lives down there. She talks like, talking about like Sid the Sloth, or the one from Zootopia.
Oh, yeah, the sloth. Is it sloth?
Yeah, it's a sloth. Yeah. Like they're all like that.
Yeah, but he drives really fast.
Yeah. yeah. And that's how they are in the West Country, because they all drive like cunts.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to the West Country in a couple of weeks. Well,
cool.
Actually, when this comes out, it'll be the following week.
Nice. Well, enjoy. But yeah, so the culture there is, it's very calm. People are very nice, except for the cyclists. If you get in their way, they will fucking kill you.
Yeah, but all cyclists are cunts.
Yeah. Yes, they are. Yeah, the difference is though, these lot don't wear lycra.
Still cunts. Though.
But so we went there. We stopped off at this nice little cafe.
I saw that picture. Didn't you have like
soup and half a panini?
Oh, so I thought it was like a fancy coffee, like a mocha. It's not. Is it a mocha? No, matcha.
No,
matcha's green, isn't it?
Oh, we did have a coffee, but yeah, no, it was soup and half a panini. That's what we had. Yeah, it was good. It was a really nice place, and the place was called Soup.
Oh, how original.
Yeah, well, it is in a place that doesn't speak English. But yeah, anyway,
everywhere speaks English. It's only if you go to
not everywhere speaks.
Yeah,
no.
like if you go to buckfuck nowhere in any country, then yeah, they're going to speak the local lingo. But if you go to any
buckfuck nowhere, isn't that America?
Yeah, but buckfuck nowhere anywhere. It's just an easy way to describe it. If you go to some backwater fucking town or village,
yeah, like Edenbridge.
Yeah, they can't speak English. But you go to London, they speak perfectly.
Yeah, do they? I know you've got that wrong somehow.
Well, they speak in Roadman.
Yeah. Well, talking of which, I saw one. So to circle back again for the third time to the culture, is that I saw one roadman, with his little man bag, and in France they still refer to him as rude boys. They call him. So my niece said, "Oh, that's
him and our rude boy."
Rude boy. That's a French rude boy, and I was like, "Oh, what like?" And I obviously asked James, because obviously we're 90s kids. I was like, what, like an Ali G type?
And he's like, because you two ain't fucking rude boys.
Like an Ali G type, and he's like, yeah, like drug dealing, thinks he's Batman. And I was like, okay. So I saw one roadman on an electric scooter, all in black, obviously.
Did he have a bally on?
No, he didn't. No, just black cat. No balaclava. That's just for cunts in England. All completely black. Little man bag. on his e-scooter, you know, zipping round. You know, he's just someone's rung him up round the corner saying, you know, can I have a one or whatever.
Yeah.
But
shotting some weed.
Yeah, but I only saw one, so that was.
Yeah, to be fair,
whereas obviously in Edenbridge, I see about 5 just walking down the road.
But yeah, that's just on one corner.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just because they're lazy cunts and they don't want to get a job.
Well, yeah,
useless, feckless, thick fucking cunts that need to get a life. But yeah,
but funny you say. Like I said, when I was in Denmark, I didn't really notice. It's like you go. I'm sure there would have been same as in where you were in Bruges.
Well, they are everywhere.
Yeah, they are everywhere. But for whatever reason, like I said, I didn't see anyone. Like, I didn't see anyone that kind of looked like when I was in Denmark. That looked kind of like road man. It was suspicious. It was just like cosmopolitan kind of like
cosmopolitan.
Yeah,
doesn't that mean like you're sort of nuanced?
Well, no, like cosmopolitan kind of like liberal. Like you didn't. I don't remember really seeing anyone in like fucking tracksuits. It was kind of like flary jeans.
No, but though obviously the Birkenstock things comes from there because they are obviously Danish.
I thought Birkenstocks were German.
I thought they were Danish. All the Danes wear them. They've always worn them.
Yeah, I thought they were Birkenstocks.
But then they do border Germany. So I mean, there is potential there that someone moved to Denmark with that name.
And I think, but it's not Birkenstock. I think it's Birkenstock or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Birken.
Yeah, but we're obviously our language is very Germanic because a lot of our words are based from German.
Well, our language is the master language.
It's a good job you didn't say race.
I did think that. I had to stop myself.
So I'm there. So I saw one roadman. I had to. So you got to pay, which I kind of understand because obviously they get a lot of tourists. You got to pay to use the loos in Bruges. So you can't just walk in and use a loo. You need the receipt, and they've got like little buttons behind the desk in Burger King that they push, so you can open it. You can't just walk down. So I obviously went in and bought. I had to buy 2 Capri Suns, one for me and one for Nad, just to go for a piss. And at first I was like, "What the fuck?" But I had a little idea, and I've only recently got rid of it. I don't have it in my pocket now. I was like, he just said, "You need a receipt to use the loo." So if
you just walk,
well, it's the same. I mean, unless he's, it depends if it's the same shift. But I said to him, I'm going to keep it and I'm going to try it. I never went back. But I was like, I'm going to keep it.
Surprising.
And then I'm going to go
fast food.
I'm going to go back in there, and I'm going to see if I can get it again if I need to go for a piss again.
Yeah, but I'd imagine they check the receipt. Like if you're just walking off the street and flash your receipt.
Right.
I don't know if it's kind of like it may well be like like a parking ticket. It lasts for a day.
Yeah.
So you just flash your receipt and you can use the toilet whenever you want for that day.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was thinking.
What made you choose a Capri Sun? Like, was you just trying to
I wanted to get a bottle of water.
Relive your childhood?
No, I wanted to get a bottle of water, but the closest thing that was sort of semi-healthy that wasn't a soft drink was a Capri Sun.
Yeah, Capri Suns are shit now. I had one a few years ago.
Yeah, no sugar in them.
They're awful. They used to be elite when I was a kid.
Yeah.
When we were kids.
Yeah.
But they're just fucking. But they've got the screw top now, which I get. Moving with the times. But
yeah, because they went to paper fucking straws, and you can't get it through the bit of plastic. I don't know if you tried that. It just bends the straw. I had to use my key to open the top to put the fucking straw in it.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Yeah, it's not good. But planet's being saved.
Well, is it?
Yeah, well, apparently so. But yeah, so
I saw saying, talking about the planet being saved, I saw saying, I don't know if it's true, but supposedly there is a in the ocean there is like somewhere, I think I'm guessing it's Pacific. There's like a rubbish pile of like bottles and stuff, and that is the size of France.
Yeah. Did you just say specific?
No, Pacific. Do you know the Pacific Ocean?
I thought you said specific.
No,
Don't edit that out. If you did, you need to leave that in.
Not the specific ocean, the Pacific Ocean.
Good. Okay, yeah. Yeah, probably. There is a shithole the size of France called France. No, I'm kidding. There's nice places in France. That's incorrect. France is lovely.
No, it's not.
Except for Paris. How do you know? How many times did you go?
I don't want to go. Because it's full of French people.
Right, oh God, that's original. Did you get that from your textbook of original quotes?
No, I went out with a French girl when I was a teenager. To be fair, her family was fine, but they lived in England.
Should we name her?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I see her all the time.
I used to,
because I worked in Oxted.
I haven't seen her for years. I don't think she likes me.
Her parents still live in the same place.
Yeah.
Either that or she's got the house.
No, I think she moved in somewhere with when I saw her about 8 years ago.
With Pierre.
I don't know, it may have been Pierre, I don't know.
Well, I was just making up a French man's name. It could be John. I don't know.
John Pierre.
But yeah, anyway.
But yeah, so what was I saying?
You went out with a French girl.
Yeah, went out with a French girl. She was fine, you know.
Congratulations.
Yeah, got a bit of culture in my life. And her mum and dad were alright. But I just don't like French people. Like, I'm sorry, I just think they're...
You need to meet Law, our friend Law.
I just think they're the most obnoxious, arrogant, but unwarranted arrogance. I just can't stand them. Like they like every single, apart from like the odd person that I've met, like most French people that I speak to or meet are just fucking dickheads.
Right. So you are correct. Now I have a story for you. But I'm just going to say something quickly. No, you're not, because I'm about to explain why you're not 100% correct. So.
Still not wrong.
Most people there's a lot of people in London like that. A lot of people are sort.
Oh, there's a lot of people in England.
Just hold on. A lot of people in London are salt of the earth, right?
Yeah.
But there is a lot of cunts in London. Okay. So if those cunts travel abroad, which they do regularly, especially when it comes to football, people will make an assumption that everyone from England, because obviously they're travelling from England, are like those bunch of cunts. It's the same of people from around Paris. A lot of people from around Paris are complete fucking arseholes, right? So they're the ones that you interact with the most, okay? So then you get the impression. Whereas if you meet, so Law, our friend Law, lovely woman, teaches Albie French, is friends with Nan's mum. Anyway, she goes to me, so Dave, what do you think of French people? Bearing in mind she's French. This is a trick question. It's a trick question, by the way. I was like, I like them. She goes, well, I don't. So she doesn't even fucking like French people. And she's constantly telling me about how her mum was sort of disowning her because she said, you're pretty much English now, you might as well just live in England and stuff like that. But she's from down where Nad's brother lives, down near Nantes. So down Nantes, not Nantes, you fucking cunt. Nantes.
Yeah, Nantes.
You know, where that fella transferred to Cardiff from Cardiff. That player and then ended up in the plane crash.
In the North Sea.
Was his name Salah as well?
No,
Brazilian fella?
I don't know if it was Brazilian, but it was a guy called
Argentinian. Anyway, so let's say Niort or let's say La Rochelle then, just so you can't make a fucking paedophile joke out of the name. But people from around there, I can vouch. I can tell you people from around that part of France. I've not been all over France, but I can tell you from around there are fucking lovely.
Yeah, obviously, I'm being flippant and I'm making a generalisation.
I'm shocked.
But you know, because I'm sure there are.
Are we recording this? I'm genuinely shocked. Are you?
Yeah.
Being flippant.
I'm sure there are. I'm sure there are some. You know, I'm sure there is a couple of nice French people. But you know, but I'm
sure there are a couple of nice French people.
They just grip my shit.
Yeah, and they are quite liberal, which obviously you being,
to be
being
fair
a bit
to them,
more.
Like when they want to get, I've said it before. When they want to get stuff done, you know, they talk with their feet. You know, they go out and they protest. Fair play to them.
Yeah,
you know, like I said, you know, a few weeks ago, whenever it was, a couple of months ago, like they protested. I think like the Yellow Jackets every Sunday for about fucking 13 weeks a few years ago. Like if they want to get something done, you know, the people will revolt. Fair play to them.
Yeah.
But they're opinionated cunts. That's why they do it, because they're entitled fucking arseholes.
I wouldn't say it's entitlement, because you know there's only two types of people in France. There's educated and uneducated, because obviously they had the revolution and they got rid of the hierarchy and the class system. So there's no class system in France. And there's also, you know, it's like there's no class system in America, and both are doing really well. And but basically, there's Law explained to me that there's uneducated people and there's educated people in France, and that's it. So either you are educated or you're uneducated. Now, that's still a class system, whether you call it a class system or not.
Yeah.
Because you are still dividing people
by education
between educated and uneducated.
Yeah.
So if someone is uneducated, then you're less likely to listen to them, obviously. Yeah. But you know, I think that's wrong, because I think if you have intelligence, whether you go to school or college and learn, or whether you don't, you are intelligent. You're naturally intelligent.
Yeah.
So that's a whole different conversation we can have another time. But that's the difference there in France. But talking of liberalism. I mean, you would explain yourself as what? centre right.
Yeah, I'd say
the same as me. So
yeah.
you've got Western morals, you know, because obviously you grew up, you know, as in like Christian morals, but you don't particularly.
Yeah.
You're not religious.
No, I'm not religious. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm. Like, I used to call myself an atheist, but I wouldn't say I'm an atheist now. I'm kind of in the, because obviously atheists don't believe in anything. Well, I'm not religious. I'm kind of. I can't remember what it's called, but there is another one where you're like in the middle, where you don't believe there's nothing, you don't believe there is something, but you think there could be something. On the other side. Like I said, and same. I suppose same with you know, my political standpoint. I wouldn't I wouldn't say I'm a Conservative voter. I wouldn't say I'm a Labour Party voter. It really, for me, it depends on who's saying what and how it would. I would say I'm more, like you said, centre right in terms of my alignment. Because I believe there is good parts and good things from both sides of the political spectrum. Like, you know, I wouldn't say I'm I'm definitely not a far right thug, but I'm also not a left wing fucking lunatic.
Right. So you weren't in London the other day setting fire to those ambulances then?
No.
Thank God for that. Thank God we cleared that up. But yeah, no, I know that.
No, I wasn't in London. You know, setting fire to.
Are you sure?
To Jewish ambulances with my Free Palestine flag.
Yeah, because the other day, you know, you painted London out to be a hellscape, and it's, you know.
Well, actually, no. I didn't. I said if you cycle from one end to the other, and you said you wouldn't make it alive, and I just made the comment, well, you'd need a stab vest, and that means that we're spouting right-wing nonsense and making London out to be a hellscape, which we weren't.
No, I mean,
London is a fantastic multicultural city. It's a wonderful city. Like I said, my family's from there. Like
mine is as well.
I go there to watch shows and comedy and take the kids to Comic-Con, for example. But there are parts of London that are fucking hellscapes.
It does have problems, exactly, and that's what we're referring to. Because if you're cycling from one end to another, and this brings me on to something that I just can't get through my head, right? Is that in England, we have like a really nice place, you know, it's like a really nice high street on a Roman road, not unlike this one, and it's lovely. And then all of a sudden, you know, the local council or the local MPs or whatever go, oh, that place there that's on the old Roman road there, what's it called? Edenbridge, mate. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Let's just build a couple of shitholes next to it, drag it down a bit. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like that in London, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, you go through and for example, there's places around like Wandsworth. You've got like around Wimbledon. You've got sort of nice places. You've got like the King's Road. And you've got, you know, obviously that twat wants to fucking pedestrianise Oxford Street. Yeah. But like, you've got like nice places in and around London. But believe you fucking me, if you're going from one side to the other, you will inevitably go through somewhere that is a dive, and this is what I mean. So these people, just because you've only ever walked in the nice parts of London, doesn't mean you can tell me that London isn't a hellscape or there isn't bad parts of London, because you've never in your life set foot in some of the places that I've been in. Do you know what I mean? Like, we talk about, it's not quite London. I mean, it is classed as Greater London now. New Addington.
Shithole.
I had family there when I was a kid. Absolute fucking dive. You fucking gonna try and tell me that ain't a hellscape? Yeah, but are you fucking serious?
Yeah, but these left-wing lunatics that
they don't leave the house.
Well, of course they don't. Yeah, but these couple of left-wing lunatics that commented on our clip, which is fucking hilarious. Like,
left-wing lunatics. We should fucking coin that. Left-wing lunatics.
Get it on merch.
A few of them.
Like, the things that they're the kind of people that like to forget that Hackney used to be called Murder Mile. It's now a cosmopolitan upmarket area. Brixton used to be fucking riddled with crime and stabbings. It's now an affluent left wing fucking socialist area now.
Well, they're the kind of people that want to make themselves out to be intelligent but don't know the history of the place. This is what I mean. So you're saying they don't know it was called Murder Mile because they've never bothered to look, because they're only seeing what they want to see. Well, yeah. You know, like the Lily Allen song. Yeah. That is the anthem for lefties. You know, if you look with your eyes, everything seems nice, but if you look twice, you can see it's all lies. Yeah. They don't look twice.
No,
they look once and go, it's got coffee shop, it's got vegan shop, there's a free Palestine flag, heaven.
Yeah, like next thing they'll be telling me that Camden isn't still full of drugs.
Yeah,
like
trying to sell you fucking sage.
Yeah,
yeah, mate. You want to buy your bruv? You want to buy any drugs?
But some
come
drugs,
back. We come back with a fucking little baggie full of sage.
No, it wasn't. No.
Who did that happen to? I can't remember who that happened to. I know who that happened to, but we can't say anything because they have a job that's quite good, and I wouldn't want to intervene with that.
People are allowed to do drugs, but no, but it wasn't even drugs, and it wasn't.
Yeah,
even,
but you know who I mean, and we can't say the name. You know who I mean because we spoke about it.
It wasn't even in a baggie. So the guy literally just pulled something out of his pocket, pulled a bit of bin liner off a black bin bag, and just wrapped it up in that, and then just fucked off sharpish.
Yeah. we were like, well, how well we were then like.
Oh, we must have been like
12 or something.
No. We would have 13? Been like 14, 15, something like that.
Yeah. Oh, you're sticking up for him, were you?
Sticking up for what?
The geezer that sold us the...
Oh, no. The guy that sold it, he was like in his 20s.
Yeah.
Like, he just fucking mugged us off. I'm surprised he didn't just try and rob us.
Yeah, that's true. At least he didn't do that, you know? At least he was semi-honest.
But like don't get me wrong, we're a comedy podcast, we poke fun at things, we're satirical. There are lots of lovely areas of London.
No, of course there fucking is. But don't tell me that there ain't any shit ones.
No, but the whole point of that clip, really, it was an off the cuff
context.
It was an off the cuff kind of like clapback, or remark from what you said.
Yeah.
And but it's from years and 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 years of documented, quite publicly, documented knife crime in the capital. Like I remember.
Don't exist, mate. What are you talking about?
I know.
Why are you trying to paint London out to be a hellscape?
I know. These fucking left wing.
Has it got a vegan shop?
Oh, I'm sure it's got fucking loads of them.
I see that didn't happen, mate.
But
didn't see it.
It's just like it's a joke. These left wing lunatics, it's not going to change.
Oh, they'll be the death of us.
I remember, I think there was a couple of years ago, or 2-3 years ago. Don't get me wrong, crime has gone down in the capital. I will give them that. But a couple of years ago, I remember, I'm pretty sure there was a stabbing, right? So from New Year's Eve, because there's a stabbing every New Year's Eve in London. Every year, it'll be in the news. There's been a stabbing or multiple
it's a rite of passage,
in New Year on New Year's Eve, going into New Year's Day. And I'm pretty sure, like I said, 2, 3, 4 years ago, for the first fucking month of January, it felt like it seemed like in the news there was a stabbing near enough every single day, and it was just getting out of hand. It was getting fucking ridiculous. Oh, but no, London's fine. London's a beautiful. It's full of fucking fairies and rainbows.
Yeah.
No, fuck off.
But,
just because you live in your gated community, with your fucking left-wing mates, fucking sucking each other off
in Battersea,
and fucking drinking fucking cheap champagne. Fuck off.
Yeah, no, exactly. Fuck off. Because also we know people as well firsthand. Again, I'm not going to mention any names because of the situation, but we know people firsthand that have had to deal with certain situations in London where to do with extremists and stuff like that. We know firsthand that the damage it can do and how it can affect people, and we know these things happen. But there's obviously a lot of effort to bury the truth, which is then causing more unrest. That's the issue. What you need to do is you need to stop burying it. You need to actually poke up some money, actually invest in. First of all, as well. Stop having a go at the police every 5 minutes. You hear it in there. Oh, former police officer, former as in not a police officer anymore. Doesn't fucking matter then, does it, you wanker? If they like to do that with who's the president of Ukraine?
Oh, Zelensky.
Zelensky, a former comedic actor. I don't fucking care. The geezer's running the country. I couldn't give a shit if he used to be a comedic fucking actor. He's not anymore, is he?
But have you noticed, right? They don't do that with Trump. It's not former Apprentice star.
Yeah.
Or
former Oompa Loompa.
Former Oompa Loompa. It's not former. It's not former Apprentice star. It's not former Oompa Loompa. It's not former businessman.
No.
It is President or POTUS Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And like, but like I say, Zelensky is former comedian.
Yeah.
It's just like fucking, where'd you get off?
Well, it's the narrative, isn't
It's,
it?
it's ridiculous.
And they until they stop that, right? And that's the thing as well with the police. No one wants to join the police. You hear the adverts. Join the police now. Change your life. Become a police officer. No, fuck you. Like, why would I want to do that? Like, because you're just constantly getting had a go, which you're constantly getting had a go at. And this is again is another epidemic and another problem with society is there's an earnest on being perfect at the moment because of social media, because of these lefty lunatics, who believe that you should be absolutely perfect. Well, I've got fucking news for you. Humans are flawed. No one will ever be perfect.
No.
So what you need from a police officer is you need them to be perfect enough. You need them to be an okay human being to a point. They will never be perfect, okay? They might still have a bad temper. They might still, have a dark sense of humour. But when the time comes, if someone's having a heart attack and they're going to try and save their life, or if someone's being attacked, if someone's breaking into your house, who are you calling? You ain't the fucking Ghostbusters. You know what I mean? You're calling the police. So do yourself a fucking favour and stop cunting them off. Yeah? Because I'm telling you now, mate, if they fade away completely, right, and you don't allow this AI thing, which is what they want to bring in anyway, but that's a different story. I won't put tinfoil hat on for that, because they want the face recognition so they can fuck off some of the officers, because obviously the AI would do most of the work.
Yeah.
But, it will be anarchy, mate. It will be The Purge. You watch the film The Purge?
No.
No? Or you know about it?
Yeah, I know about it. Yeah, one day a year you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, but it'll be every day. Yeah, it'll be every fucking day if you get rid of the police, mate. Do you know what I mean? So wake the fuck up and stop constantly digging at the police for fuck all, especially when it's stuff like comments on Facebook, or the fact that you're a lefty lunatic and you don't like the fact that someone doesn't like your fucking Free Palestine flag, even though you have no idea of the 2,000 years of fucking history of Israel. Do you know what I mean? Just get a grip of your fucking life, mate. Eat some tofu and fuck off.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Like I said, I'm nowhere near, being a fucking right-wing thug that's going to fucking protest outside.
No, me neither.
Protest outside a hotel with a fucking Union Jack. They're fucking cretins, and it's pathetic.
And they're just making the flag, shit again.
Yeah, it's just pathetic. Like, I've got no words for these people. Just like grow up.
Yeah.
Like, you standing outside a hotel, fucking screaming and shouting with your skinhead, and you're fucking
scaring the little kids that are there.
Yeah,
whether they're refugees or not, there's kids there.
Yeah, it's fucking pathetic. But at the same time, like I said, these fucking left-wing lunatics that free Palestine, man, and all this bollocks and this. Yes, Israel quite clearly are doing atrocities to the Palestinian people, allegedly, but and it's been going on for years. But
they've been fighting for 2,000 years.
They've been fighting for years, but at the same time, at the same time, these people that go out fucking protesting, whether it be Free Palestine or fucking extension, whatever it's called, Extinction Rebellion.
Talk about self-deprecating to the point where you want to kill yourself and everyone around you.
I'm going to glue my face to the road. Fucking idiots. But the difference is between these far right thugs and these left wing lunatics.
They're the same.
Well, they are the same, but on different ends of the spectrum in terms of their beliefs. But I would go as far as to say at least the fucking people on the right would probably, if needed to, would fucking go and do something about it. Fucking Constantine, who's a fucking cosmopolitan fucking little nepo baby that fucking has had a silver spoon up his arse for his whole life. Yeah. He's not going to go and do anything about it. He's not going to. He just wants to have a cause. He just wants to be noticed, man.
Stick it to the man.
Stick it to the man.
Stick it to daddy.
Stick it to daddy.
Yeah, daddy. He was always telling me what to do, and I had to do stuff for the family, and everything was about him. So so I decided to go left instead, so that I can really piss daddy off.
But it's just like,
I really need that. Yeah, I need that cause, man.
Yeah, but like this whole
Go
like
on a bridge dressed in orange and scream, "Stop driving!" You know,
this whole woke generation, whatever you want to call it, like I say, woke, left wing, blah 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 blah. Like it's like it just.
You need a cause.
Obviously, you need a cause, but at the same time,
but you need logic. You need to.
But you need a cause that you believe in. Like you can't be offended on
well,
someone
they
else.
do believe in it. That's the issue.
Yeah, but you can't be offended on someone else's behalf. Like. These are the. I know we touched on it a couple of weeks ago. These are the people that fucking Constantine wants to fucking ban Friends because there's a slight tinge of homophobia, or there's a slight tinge or a few odd jokes here about fucking transphobia or whatever it may be. It's just like it was of the time.
Yeah.
Like yes,
and the irony is the writer's probably gay.
Probably. It's like, yes, it's not acceptable now. But you can't change history. It was acceptable then. Fucking get over it.
Yeah, no, I agree. We did touch on that before, and you did say you actually spoke out about that before, and I fully agree with that. You cannot view history with a modern lens. You just cannot, because they don't think the same. We have evolved and moved on, which is fine. A lot of these things that are happening, I get it. People want to be more liberal for the sake of humanity. That's fine, but you need to apply logic to it, right? Okay, so for example, this net zero nonsense.
It's never going to happen.
No, but this is what I mean. There's no logic behind it. I get it, but you're trying to put a deadline on it. No, you're going to have to undo hundreds of years of stuff. You can't it's not going to happen in a couple of years. It might even be more than that, actually, to be fair. Well, we're talking industrial revolution, so what was that, 1800s or something, mid-1800s, 1850, I think, or something along those lines?
1870.
Yeah, so you're talking about a couple of hundred years nearly of, you can't just undo that. You're not Thanos. No. You're not getting it and just doing that and it's done, You've got to undo a lot of, oil is in everything, plastic, absolutely everything. You need time to undo that. You need the research and stuff. You can't just,
like I say, you can't just click your fingers. But it's like,
and that's just one thing, when we're talking about like liberalism, like social liberalism, as in like if you want to be a girl but you want to identify as a man and all this sort of stuff. I mean, again, that is fine, but like,
that's absolutely fine.
It seems to me that there's a lot of people that are doing it
for attention.
Yeah, as opposed to actually having the air quotes, lack of a better term, issue or the feeling of being someone else. They're doing it because they want to rebel, like I was doing that character a minute ago there, because he wants to stick it to daddy because daddy's conservative, so I'm going to vote green because dad's conservative, and I quite frankly don't want his Alfa Romeo anyway. He can give it to someone else.
Yeah, but talking about the whole, you can be whoever you want to be. Like at the end of the day, yes, you can. Like if like, as we touched on before, if you feel like you're a woman trapped in a man's body and you want to transition, absolutely fine. Like if you're a gay man or woman and you get the confidence to go out and come out and be yourself, absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with that. Everyone should be whatever they want to be. But at the same time, like these fucking lunatics need to accept that you are born a man or a woman.
Yeah.
Like,
also, yeah.
It's like there's this woman on there used to be a man but is now a woman who on Instagram her videos keep popping up every now and again where she's explaining
in your search history.
Yeah. Where she's explaining, she's explaining, like, I'm transitioning from a man to a woman. I've always felt like I was a woman trapped in a man's body. Yeah. But this person is actually got intelligence and self-awareness. Yeah. And they're like, look, I'm not getting my bits cut off. Like I'm going to keep my cock and balls. But at the same time, but they're like, I'm not a biological woman. Like, I can't be a woman. I was born a man. Yeah. Like, I can't have babies. And he's like, for any of you fucking idiots, like, if you're a man that's transitioned to a woman, you're not a woman. You can't have babies. You are not a biological woman. Yeah. Yes, you are a trans woman.
Adopt.
You are a trans woman. Yeah. But you were born a man. Like, you need to accept that that you are not a biological, and you're never going to be, no matter what you do. Like you can get your bollocks and your cock and balls cut off and get a hole put in. Doesn't make you a woman. Like you just need to accept that. And I've always wondered. Like I've spoken about it a few times in the office.
Oh God, where's this guy?
I've spoken about it a few times in the office at work. Like I don't understand why anyone would want to be a woman. Right? Hear me out. because it's a proven fact that it's getting better now, but women generally earn less than men.
Yeah.
Like if you're an attractive woman, like you get catcalled, you get touched up, you get filled up, you get poor choice of words, filled up, but like felt up. But like, do you know what I mean? Like women have so many more hardships that they go through every single day.
Yeah.
That men
not to mention
that men don't even the menstrual cycle, having babies, and the ramifications that come with that. Like if you have a bad pregnancy or whatever it may be, it's going to damage your body. A lot of companies, and that's documented as well, where women have been sacked from their jobs or worked out of the business because they want to start a family.
Yeah.
Like men don't have to do that. We put it, put it up and make a baby. We have a couple of weeks off work. We're back at and Dave's back at work.
Yeah.
Like so like. I understand, like, if you have got a strong urge or this strong feeling to know that I am a fucking woman, I've been born into the wrong body, like, I need to change it. Fair enough. All power to you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, yeah, like, so I just don't understand, like, when it comes to men and women, men have it so much easier than women.
Yeah, of
like
course.
I said, like the troubles and hardships that women go through every single day.
Yeah.
Like it's like in something like in some countries, like I said, like Muslim countries, for example, got to be covered top to bottom. Like and the equality is like men are the ruling power, women are just scum at the bottom of society. Like obviously, thankfully, in Western society and I suppose like Christian or Jewish, well I don't know about Jewish, but like Christian society anyway.
Well, Jewish is definitely I mean women in Jewish societies are quite highly prized, for lack of a better term.
Yeah,
because obviously there's a lot of skits about like Jewish mums and how the Jewish boys are sort of there and they're sort of very family orientated and stuff, and so I mean maybe that is just a stereotype, but I don't think it is, because a lot I've not known a lot of Jewish people in my life, because obviously there's not that many down this way that tend to be more sort of North London or around
they're too busy controlling the world if you listen to propaganda.
Albans way,
and the lefties.
Well, the lefties and the righties.
Well, yeah.
It depends, but if you go far enough right, you end up left. So, if you go far enough left, you end up right. That's the saying, the diagram is, I think it's like a vase shape or like a pear shape. So, like, basically, if you go far enough to the left or the right, you end up being, and we've said that a minute ago.
It's a circle.
It's a circle.
It's a circle.
It's a circle. That reference is, I now pronounce you Chuckalary.
Yeah.
If anyone's wondering, but and that's ultimately it. But no, I fully just a chuckle back to what you were saying is that's fine. The issue is there's a lot of people that are wanting to do it for clout or to be cool or whatever. Same with the eco crisis, air quotes, and all that sort of stuff. So I'm just imploring people to apply a bit of logic and sort of slow down, because obviously there's people that are trying to push these things along quickly, like for example trying to transition kids. And stuff like that. And you just think, calm the fuck down,
let
mate.
kids be like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and we know someone that's done that.
Like no child. The only reason
they might have an inkling.
Well, they may have an inkling, but at the end of the day, but when our sons were like, I don't know, 3 or 4, and they were like, I want to be a girl. I said, no, you're a boy. Because they don't know what that means. Like if, say for example, if you're a little boy and you say and you've got like 2 or 3 older sisters than you, say for example you're like a 4-year-old boy and you've got like an 8, 10 and 14-year-old sister or sisters. Like naturally, you're surrounded by women. So you're gonna, as a child, you're a sponge.
Probably be more effeminate, yeah.
So exactly, you're going to be more effeminate, and you may think, oh, well, maybe I should be a girl. No, you're a boy. Like at the end of the day, if you get to like 16, 17, 18, and you've started puberty, and you're a bit more wherewithal when it comes to the world, then fair enough. When you turn 18, if you think, well, actually, I strongly believe that I am a boy in a girl's body or vice versa, fine, fair enough.
Yeah.
But if you're fucking 4 or 5 and like I'm sorry, let kids be kids. No kid, like I'm sorry, like you should not be encouraged. If your little boy or your little girl comes along and says, I think I should be a girl, or I think I should be a boy, like, I'm sorry, you shouldn't be encouraging
No, you
that
shouldn't
because kids don't know what that means.
No.
Like kids don't know the ramifications. Like no son, you're a little boy. You know, you can play with Barbies. You know, you can do dress up. You can do cosplay.
Yeah, of course.
If
that doesn't mean anything. That's just playing.
Well, yeah, exactly. But if you turn around and say to your 4-year-old, yeah, all right, darling, we'll start calling you. Say for example, your name's James. We'll start calling you Jasmine.
Yeah.
From now on. Like no. You say to him. No, James.
Yeah.
You're a boy, James.
You're a boy.
That's what. You could even go as far as to say, that's what God chose you to be, or or whatever it may be.
Okay. Like, have you got any more petrol to throw on that fire, or are you done? Can I weigh in, or should I get the fire extinguisher, or I agree. But
you know what I mean? There's so many ways, and you may well be a liberal parent. You may well be,
which is fine.
Which is fine. But I think at the same time, you shouldn't be putting your
logic.
You shouldn't be putting your logic or your thoughts and feelings.
Well, no, there is no logic.
Well, there's not. Onto an impressionable child. You need to nip that stuff in the bud. And if it recurs again or comes back
at sexual maturity,
exactly,
when
then you can address it. And
you can address it.
And they've matured enough that they understand the world to a certain degree. And like I said, and they're discovering themselves. Fair enough. But when they're 4. Go play with your action, mate.
Yeah. You want to play with a doll and a pushchair? That's fine. Girl wants to play with that. We had the same. Poppy was well into Spider-Man. She loved Spider-Man. She loved the Avengers. She had all the dress-up gear in that. It's fine. She also had Barbies and dolls and things as well. Same with Albie. Albie would play with different bits and pieces, and it's absolutely fine. But no, I think it should be something that should be looked at sexual maturity. Because obviously, as a child, and obviously, as a young person these days, no one's really thinking about sex until quite a late age now. No. Obviously, we thought about it quite early, I think, in our generation. But now it seems to be getting later and later, which isn't a bad thing.
No, it's not bad.
You don't need to complicate your life that quickly.
No.
So that's for me is what it is. You should wait till you get to sexual maturity and then have the conversation, or then decide from there. But going in at a young age like that is just silly, because kids until they get those hormones, they don't care. All they're worried about is Fortnite or Pokemon or
well, exactly. Young kids don't know the societal, don't know the stereotypical girls play with Barbie, boys play with Action Man, boys like cars, girls like makeup.
Well, I mean, some of them do, because their parents are that way inclined. But obviously, we weren't like that. We were quite.
But what I'm saying, but generally speaking, like I say, kids are sponges. They only know what they're told.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. We touched on that with the racism thing. Like with my dad getting me to shout stuff out the window. Yeah. I don't fucking know what it means. I'm 5 years old.
Yeah, exactly. No one is born homophobic, racist, sexist.
It's all talk.
It's your environment that you've grown up in. And again, and there's nothing wrong with being a liberal parent, but I think when you get the liberal parents that are too liberal and are too, I suppose, and are too
psychotic,
yeah. But that are too open to their child being whatever they want to be. I know. I think kids should be kids, but I think up until a certain age, don't complicate things. Just tell them that no, that's wrong. You're this, or no, they're that kind of thing, and you can educate them. I mean,
you don't even necessarily have to tell them that they're wrong in that situation. Well, you can just sort of kind of not dismiss it, because that's the wrong term. If you're that way inclined, if you're liberal, or even if you're not, even if you're on the right side of things or smack bang in the middle, you need to approach it with care, and you need to make sure that they don't feel upset. And that's the point. And that, I'm guessing that's what you mean. You've got to have some just please use some fucking logic. I'm baffled. I really struggle at the moment, because I'm a very logical man. I make my decisions based on all sorts of things, like morals and what I think is right or wrong or whatever, which obviously feeds into morals anyway. And I'm very logical, right? and so I feel like I'm very fair.
Yeah.
But then I look at these people who are being left for the sake of it and being right for the sake of it, and I just think, well, you just use your fucking brain.
Yeah.
You're not making things better. You think you're making things better.
No,
you're not. So if you're far left and you're cunting off matey on the far right, and you're far right and you're cunting off matey on the far left, all you're doing is just causing another war and another argument.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you want to stop war, as the left say and as they say, oh, well, we don't want to be. Well, okay, well, shut your fucking mouth then.
Yeah.
And apply, practice what you preach and apply some fucking logic.
That's the thing. But people want to be in a tribe, don't they? They want to be.
I feel like it's almost done on purpose.
They want to have an affiliation with something. Like at the end of the day,
I mean,
I'm not right wing, but do I think that they should be doing something about illegal migration? Yes.
Yeah, same.
Quite clearly.
However, I do believe they should have a new life if they want one. But obviously, they need to go through the right. You need to go for the right channels.
Right channels, yeah. Like I said, I think there needs to be. As I said, I'm not right wing, but I think there needs to be. There needs to be something done with illegal migration. They need to to stop the boats coming. One, because people are dying needlessly.
Yeah, and safety for them, and also safety for us.
Excuse the pun. Excuse the pun. There needs to be different channels for these people to come to the country.
Yeah,
and if you fit the bill, then or you meet the criteria, fine, come in. Same as I'm not a left-wing lunatic, but if it's to be believed, some of the things that Israel have done to the people of Gaza, do I think that's wrong? Obviously, of course that's wrong.
But also, you need more nuance than that. You need to look into why these things are happening, and then you need to look into the history, which people don't. Oh, wait a minute. This has been happening for thousands of years. Why has it been happening? Oh, okay, that happened. Oh, that happened. Oh, Lebanon got involved. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Oh, Hamas, etc., so on and so forth. It's so fucking nuanced. And but you are right. Like, you are 100% right. I make you right. Sorry for cutting in, but that is it. If they have done that and allegedly, then yeah, it needs to be looked at. Agreed?
Yeah. And on that note of Dave finally realising that I am always right, we will end the podcast there.
You can end it there if you want.
That's a pod, mate.
I mean,
that's a pod. So as always, thank you for listening.
Incorrect.
No.
It's incorrect.
No.
It is. It is incorrect. No. Well, because most of those are my points.
No, now that Dave has finally understood that I am always right, that is the pod. We are finishing there. No, shut up. We're finishing there.
When you go back to the gym again, you look a bit fucking small.
You look a bit big. So on that note,
big in my trousers, you ain't.
Yeah, you wish.
I'm looking at it. It's like flat. It's like
fucking accurate.
It's like flat pancake. Fucking, I've got. Look at it. You can't see it on camera, but I've got a massive bulge.
Yeah, all right.
It's the chair.
Yeah, I was going to say, you fucking trying to impress. You ain't fucking me.
No, but I've put you off though, no, you can't. So
are you
going to end the pod now, are you?
Yeah, I am, yeah. So on that note, on our little argument there, Dave won't accept that I'm always right, but I am.
No, you're not always right. You're not always right, you just take my arguments and then you finish the pod on my arguments, so technically I'm always right. But carry on.
You believe what you want to believe, darling. So on that note, I'm finishing now.
Are you? It's not the first time you said that. You only started it a minute ago.
That's being generous. And on that note, that's been a pod. So as always, thank you for listening. We've been the Nobody's Podcast, and we will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.